Hello friends, welcome to a new week and welcome to Loud Thoughts. Today we'll be talking about God over men. Yeah, God over men. So we'll be reading from the book of 1 Samuel 13, 7 to 14. It's quite a long read, but I'm sure it will bless us. So let's go. It says, some of them crossed the Jordan River and escaped into the land of Gad and Gilead. Meanwhile, Saul stayed at Gilgal, and his men were trembling with fear. Saul waited there 7 days for Samuel, as Samuel had instructed him earlier, but Samuel still didn't come. Saul realized that his troops were rapidly slipping away, so he demanded, "Bring me the burnt offering and the peace offerings." And Saul sacrificed the burnt offering himself. Just as Saul was finishing with the burnt offering, Samuel arrived. Saul went out to meet and welcome him, but Samuel said, "What is this you have done?" Saul replied, "I saw my men scattering from me, and you didn't arrive when you said you would. And the Philistines are at Michmash, ready for battle. So I said, the Philistines are ready to march against us at Gilgal, and I haven't even asked for the Lord's help. So I felt compelled to offer the burnt offering myself before you came." "How foolish!" Samuel exclaimed. "You have not kept the command the Lord your God gave you. Had you kept it, the Lord would have established your kingdom over Israel forever. But now your kingdom must end, for the Lord has sought out a man after his own heart. The Lord has already appointed him to be the leader of his people, because you have not kept the Lord's command." One of the lessons that we always take from this story of Saul is obedience is better than sacrifice. But one lesson I would also like us to take away from this story of Saul is that the fear of God in our lives must always supersede the fear of men. That's where Saul lost it here. Right? He feared men over God. And when Samuel came back, that's why he shouted at him that, "You fool, God gave you an instruction, and because of men, you disobeyed the instruction of God. So you referenced men, you feared men over God." And one of the heartbreaking part of when we fear men over God is the fact that the consequences of that action will be on us alone, because the instruction was unto us. Okay, another story in the Bible I would like us to look at is the story of the old prophet and the man of God. When the man of God came to Bethel and he was living, and the old prophet heard about it, was, where did he go? Yeah, he went towards the direction. The old prophet followed the direction where the man of God went through, met up with him where he was resting, and then was like, come to my house, come and eat, come and drink. And the man of God was like, "Oh no, that God has instructed me not to eat or drink in this land." And I was like, "Oh, don't worry, I'm also a man of God like you, just come." And that's how he followed the old prophets back into the city, ate and drank. And you know the funny thing that God did in that situation, his judgment, God passed it through the same old prophet that deceived him. As they were eating on the table, God sent his judgment through the old prophet to tell him that he will not be buried in the same burial ground of his ancestors. And after he finished eating and he was going home, a lion came and devoured him, teared him into pieces, left his body by the roadside. So every time we disobey God because of the fear of men, every time we don't reference God, every time we pick the fear of men over the fear of God, the consequences will always be on us, not even those that are deceived us or those that we fear over God. So my friends, as we go this week, be like Joseph that said to himself, "How will I do this thing and sin against my Father in heaven?" Live your life with reference to God, with the fear of God, with the standard of God. That no matter what any man is saying, always hold on to the instruction that God has given to you. God bless you, friends. I wish you a lovely week.